Liverpool seeking to avoid a fourth straight defeat as under pressure boss Liverpool seeking to avoid his team for an important Premier League clash against Fulham here on this Saturday evening. The two teams butt heads just over 3 months on from playing out a 2-2 draw in the reverse fixture at Craven Cottage, where Harrison Reed scored a phenomenal 97th minute long-range equaliser for the hosts. It is fair to say that Liverpool are in a slot of bother. Just 2 wins have been posted across their last 8 matches in all competitions since the beginning of March, drawing 1 and losing 5, with the Merseysiders suffering defeat in each of their last 3 by an aggregate score of 8-1. After being humbled by Manchester City in the FA Cup quarter-finals last weekend, Liverpool's struggles on Wednesday night, a 2-0 first leg defeat to Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League saw the Reds record their lowest match expected goals under Arne Slot, who got it massively wrong on the night in the eyes of former defender Jamie Carragher. Liverpool were also beaten 2-1 at Brighton in their most recent Premier League match prior to the international break. Since and including game week 6, Slot's reigning champions have remarkably lost more league matches than they have won, with 11 teams accumulating more points in the division than their 34 in that period. Fortunately for Liverpool, a 5th place finish will be enough to secure Champions League football for next season, and Slot's side currently occupy 5th spot with 7 games left to play. They are 5 points behind Aston Villa in 4th and only 3 points above rivals Everton in 8th. So we are underway in this game with Liverpool kicking us off, kicking from left to right. Liverpool in their traditional all-red home kit, whilst Fulham are in an all-white home kit. So it is poised to be an exciting game really at a knife edge, especially for Arne Slot, which does look like his future may be on the line over this next week or so. So for Liverpool, in goal for them is Georgi Marmadashvili. It's a back four of Ibrahima Konate, Virgil van Dijk, Andrew Robertson and Jeremy Frimpong. Dominic Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones are playing in defensive midfield, with Rio and Gamoa out on the left wing, Mohamed Salah out on the right wing, and Florian Wirtz playing behind the lone striker Cody Gakpo. That means for Fulham, in goal for them is Bernd Leno. It's a back four of Timothy Castagna, Joachim Andersen, Calvin Bassey and Anthony Robinson, whilst Alex Iwobi and Sander Berg are in defensive midfield for them. Harry Wilson is out on the right side with Oscar Bobb out on the left flank, with Joshua King playing behind the lone striker Rodrigo Muniz. So that does leave on the bench for Arne Slot's team. Freddie Woodman is the sub-goalkeeper. He's alongside Milos Kerkez, Joe Gomez, Alexis McAllister, Ryan Gravenberch, Trey Onyonyi, Alexander Isak, Federico Chiesa and Hugo Ekitike. Was on the bench for Fulham. Their sub-goalkeeper is Benjamin Lecomte. He's alongside Issa Diop, George Cuenca, Ryan Sessegnon, Emil Smith-Rowe, Tom Kearney, Sasa Lukic, Raul Jimenez and Samuel Chukwueze. Anthony Robinson is going to carry the ball forward down this left flank. He will then just chop inside. Go all the way back to Ibrahima Konate. Konate back to the goalkeeper, Georgi Marmadashvili. Marmadashvili will just play a 1-2 with his defender Konate. So it'll just once again play a 1-2 with the French defender. Comfortable possession here at Anfield so far are Liverpool. It's Virgil van Dijk who'll just pass it out to the right side with Ibrahima Konate. Konate goes out to the right flank, and then they'll go all the way back to the goalkeeper Georgi Marmadashvili. Marmadashvili into Curtis Jones in this central area. Curtis Jones just sends it out to the left side. There is Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai will go all the way back to Virgil van Dijk. He'll send it out to the right side. Now it's Konate who will launch it up. It's going to be headed away by Joachim Andersen. Alex Iwobi will try and force it forward. It'll be blocked off by Curtis Jones. Jones is tackled, so Szoboszlai can come out to the left side with Andrew Robertson. There is Robertson on the ball. He will cross it in, comes off the chest of Sander Berg. And then it's eventually cleared away by Fulham. Quick throw into Dominic Szoboszlai. Goes all the way back to Virgil van Dijk. So Virgil van Dijk in possession of it. Goes out to the right side. And now it's into Ibrahim Konate. Konate out to the right flank with Mohamed Salah. Salah into Florian Wirtz. Now Mohamed Salah on the ball. Sends it across. There on the right flank is Jeremy Frimpong, who's just going to look to cross it in. Be blocked off on that occasion. Calvin Bassey. So a frantic start to the game and an early corner here for Liverpool, as they're going to try and pack out the 18-yard box now. Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahim Konate both made their way forward. So delivery comes in, it goes all the way to the far post. Bassey tries to head it away. It's Konate who will actually get a touch on it, and the referee just spots the foul. Wasn't sure what was exactly going on there. Looked like Bernd Leno was looking to come and claim, and then he almost left it for Calvin Bassey, who jumped underneath the ball, and it looked like it just came off the back of Sander Berg. It's Harry Wilson who will head it forward. And we'll go all the way back to Bernd Leno now. Bernd Leno to Robinson. He goes inside to Sander Berg. Sander Berg will carry it forward. He goes into Alex Iwobi. Iwobi out to the left flank. Joshua King with the delivery towards Rodrigo Muniz. I think it's just run out for a goal kick there. Last touch coming off Rodrigo Muniz. So it comes out to the left side to Andrew Robertson. Robertson will launch it up. There is Sander Berg. He will just go back to the goalkeeper Bernd Leno. Bernd Leno into Joachim Andersen. Now with Timothy Castagna. Castagna down on the right flank. He tries to launch it up. That will be blocked off on that occasion. Now it's Castagna who will throw it inside. Now it's all the way back to Konate. Konate into Dominic Szoboszlai. To Virgil van Dijk. There is Curtis Jones. Into Cody Gakpo. Gakpo into Engamoa. Engamoa will come off the left flank. We'll just try and switch out to the right side. He gives it to Jeremy Frimpong. Frimpong to Salah. Salah crosses it in. And I think it's taken a deflection off a Fulham defender and has gone out for a corner. So it's Frimpong just carrying the ball forward for his team. Sent it out to the right side. Salah played a quick ball into him. And Frimpong, as he just tried to cross it in, it did just go out. And it's going to be a corner in. And Calvin Bassey's just going to head it away for his team. Now Florian Wirtz gives it back to Mohamed Salah. Salah will cross it out to the far side. Van Dijk will just chest it down to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones to Rio Engamoa. There's Engamoa on the ball. He'll play it into Curtis Jones. Bounce back to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk to Curtis Jones. Engamoa off the left flank. Cross goes in. Comfortably ends up in the hands of the goalkeeper Bernd Leno. So Fulham with it now. Ben Leno caught it. He'll just throw it out to the left side. Oscar Bob will give it to Alex Iwobi. It'll go down the line and Jeremy Frimpong will go and get at it. Frimpong will go all the way back to his goalkeeper Georgi Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili will boot it out for his team. Out for a throw for Fulham. Throw goes up towards Rodrigo Muniz, but the referee today, who is Mr. Anthony Taylor, has spotted a foul in there. Of course, Anthony Taylor, probably the most well-known English referee. This is 426th Premier League game. Last time he refereed Liverpool was in their 1-0 victory at the City Ground against Nottingham Forest. And also the last time he refereed Fulham was against Nottingham Forest in December of this season. Fulham won 1-0 as well. So Anthony Taylor, with plenty of experience, seeing these two sides winning by narrow margins against the tricky trees, as Cody Gakpo tries to hold on to it, but Fulham could just go all the way back to the central defender. There is Bernd Leno on the ball. Leno will just launch it up in the air. So Sander Berge up towards Rodrigo Muniz, tries to hold on to it. Now it's back with Dominic Szoboszlai. And now it's with Curtis Jones. Receiving it in the D. Moves it out to the right side now to Mohamed Salah, into Rio Engamoa. Now Wirtz. Now Frimpong will pull it all the way back to Andy Robertson with the effort. But that's blocked off by Alex Iwobi. Just wasn't able to catch it cleanly. And now it's with Rio Engamoa. It goes back at Joshua King. King into Alex Iwobi. What a slide tackle that is by Ibrahima Konate. Now Florian Wirtz able to find Cody Gakpo. Liverpool getting into their groove here. Playing really well. Gakpo fires it across goal. He felt that there was a touch of Calvin Bassey down there, but clearly Anthony Taylor didn't. And has given the goal kick. So he certainly didn't feel that there was a touch at any point. Andy Robertson just trying to organise his team down there. Ball goes inside to Bernd Leno, who will launch it up. Rodrigo Muniz's header can only go to a Liverpool man. There's Curtis Jones in the midfield for the Reds. Goes to Van Dijk. Van Dijk goes back to Georgi Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili inside to Florian Wirtz now. Just looking at the successful passes in the final third inside the first 12 minutes. 22 from the Reds, just 2 from Fulham so far. There is Dominic Szoboszlai. Goes inside to Curtis Jones. Jones goes out to the right side. There is Jeremy Frimpong. Frimpong trying to hold on to it. Calvin Bassey's nice and tight to him. Frimpong will pull it back to Mohamed Salah with the effort. Well saved by Bernd Leno. They certainly look threatening, do Liverpool, and they move forward. So here's Konate to Van Dijk. That was a really well struck effort by Mohamed Salah, we must say. Well saved by the goalkeeper, Ben Leno, just going down to his right side. So Liverpool are coming forward. It's Jeremy Frimpong who takes a heavy touch. Just run through for a throw now for Liverpool. Quick throw goes down to Cody Gakpo. Now it's Konate. Konate inside to Curtis Jones. Now it's Rio Engamoa going down the left flank. Andy Robertson. Robertson goes back to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk will just shift it out to the right side where Ibrahima Konate is. Konate will give it into Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo tries to give it into Jeremy Frimpong, but Fulham are able just to block it off. Now Bassi out to Robinson. Konate will just stab it away. Fulham are looking to come forward. Iwobi back to Joachim Andersen. Fulham just need to get a solid spell in possession here, really. We'll go all the way through to Alex Iwobi now. Iwobi up to Timothy Castagna. Now Joachim Andersen. Joachim Andersen to Joshua King. King fell to his foul down there, but Florian Wirtz could just switch out to the right side where Mohamed Salah is. Salah will dink it back out to the left flank. It's Dominic Szoboszlai who will get there ahead of anyone else. Szoboszlai to Rio Engamoa. Engamoa going down the left flank. Goes inside to Castagna. And then beaten away by Joachim Andersen. Touchdown by Virgil van Dijk. Plays a quick 1-2 with Florian Wirtz. Now Wirtz. All the way back to Curtis Jones now. Jones to Rio Engamoa. It's a very attacking mindset from Liverpool. Everyone bar the two central defenders in and around the Fulham 18-yard box. Engamoa now inside it. Step over to go with it. He'll just give it to Robertson. Robertson will cross it in. Anthony Robertson will head it away. Now Mo Salah gives it to Jeremy Frimpong. Frimpong back into Mo Salah. Come all the way back to Konate. All the Fulham players behind the ball at the moment. Here's Rio Engamoa. Plays it inside to Wirtz. Heavy touch taker by him. Engamoa's gone down. He fell to his foul, but Anthony Taylor wags his finger to say, no, I don't think it is. And Joshua King's going to drive forward with the ball for Fulham. And Anthony Taylor still is shaking his head, waving away any protestations. He had a good view. He was right there, was Anthony Taylor. And big Engamoa got to the ball ahead of Oscar Bob, but Oscar Bob pulled out of the tackle. No. It's a good decision by Anthony Taylor. He hasn't fallen for it. It's not necessarily a dive from Rio Engamoa because there is contact, but they are looking for contact with consequence, which there isn't there. So here it is with Kenny Tete. And Joachim Andersen goes all the way back to Ben Leno. Ben Leno to Calvin Bassi. Iwobi just trying to carry it forward for his team. So now corner comes in. Mamardashvili will punch it. It's not convincing. Come all the way back to Harry Wilson. There's Harry Wilson on the ball now. He'll just give it all the way back. Now Sander Berge. Sander Berge out to the left flank where Anthony Robinson is. He'll carry it forward. It's Dominic Szoboszlai with the slide tackle, and it will just go through to the goalkeeper, Georgi Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili will go and get his hands on it. He'll roll it out to Dominic Szoboszlai now. He'll carry it forward for Liverpool. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Salah back to Szoboszlai. This effort at goal is blocked off. Now won back by Jones. Back with Robertson. Robertson to Rio Ngamoa. Ngamoa to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones inside to Florian Wirtz. Give it to Robertson on the edge of the box. There's Gakpo from distance. It was always going wide of the goal here in the 20th minute, as it was just pulled back to Cody Gakpo. And he fired an effort at goal. He struck it well, did the Dutchman, but it eventually did go wide of it. So Salah probably had the best chance in the game. He tried to strike a cross goal, but Bernd Leno made a really good stop going down to his right side. So here's Dominic Szoboszlai. Just goes all the way back to Ibrahima Konate. Now it's Andy Robertson on the ball for his team. Now Konate. It's out to the right flank with Jeremy Frimpong as the Anfield crowd stands up, applauding the memory, of course, of Diogo Jota, their former striker, Premier League winner, who tragically lost his life last year in a car accident. There is Rio Ngamoa. Out to the right side with Mohamed Salah. Salah inside to Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai to Florian Wirtz. There is Jeremy Frimpong trying to take on Anthony Robinson. Now Salah will bring it down inside the 6-yard box, tries to spin to get a shot away. Blocked off by Sander Berge. And then Harry Wilson, the former Liverpool player, will just boot the ball away, which Georgi Mamardashvili will collect. And he'll play a short ball into Virgil van Dijk. Now it's Ibrahima Konate. He goes out to the right flank with Jeremy Frimpong. We'll come back once again to Konate. Now Konate to Wirtz. Goes inside. Will be blocked off. There's a little cut back there as he just played it to Mohamed Salah, tried to get his shot away, but it was well blocked off by Sander Berge. Here is Rio Ngamoa coming off the left flank. What an exciting 17-year-old he is, running at the Fulham defence, but Timothy Castagne does well not to dive in and then tackle him eventually, and then as Castagne's coming forward, it is in fact the teenager who just brought him down. But it has been an impressive start to the game from Arne Slot's team here. Marco Silva's team just not been able to get out of the block at the moment. Liverpool have comfortably been the better of the two teams. Ball goes back to Bern Leno. He'll send it out to the left flank to Anthony Robinson. He can't keep it in play. So it'll be a throw for Liverpool, which will come all the way back to Jeremy Frimpong. And Curtis Jones. Back to Ibrahima Konate. Now Gakpo. Just plays a short ball at the moment. If we could see the average positions that we can see in front of us, other than Rodrigo Muniz, it's everyone within 50 yards of Fulham's goal. There is Curtis Jones. He'll give it to Florian Wirtz on the edge of the box. He's able to turn. He's out to the left flank with Jeremy Frimpong. Two former Bayer Leverkusen players linking up, and then it's the former RB Leipzig player Szoboszlai will give it to another former Leipzig player, and Ibrahima Konate. Really showing that people like to shop in the Bundesliga waters. Here is Mohamed Salah on the ball, trying to take on the American Anthony Robinson, but he's nice and tight to him. Ball will run out. So ball comes all the way back now with Ibrahima Konate. Konate out to the left flank. Now Szoboszlai. Now Jones on the ball. Now Mohamed Salah on that right flank. Blocked off, and there is Oscar Bob. Bob will pick it up on that left flank. And he will go down the line, and it will be that time a strong tackle that goes in. Now it's Virgil van Dijk in a midfield position for Liverpool. Comes out to the left flank with Rio Engamoa. Now Andy Robertson will go all the way back to Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk will just stretch it across out to the right side with Konate. Konate will come inside now. Now Szoboszlai. Into Van Dijk. Out to the right side with Frimpong. Now Curtis Jones in a central area. He'll pass it all the way back to Konate. Konate back to Dominik Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai will give it to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk into Rio Engamoa. Engamoa all the way out to the right side. Frimpong will bring it down under his control. Can look to run at Anthony Robinson, but Robinson with a good tackle. Now it's Harry Wilson. He'll carry it forward. Tries to nutmeg Dominik Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai does block it off, but it goes back to a Fulham player. Now it's back with Bern Leno. He will launch up. He's knocked down. There is Dominik Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai out to the left flank now with Andy Robertson. He'll cross it in. Robin Bassey nearly got a touch on it, but it will run all the way through. And I believe Cody Gakpo has come from an offside position as the assistant referee's flag goes up on the far side. The assistant referee today is Gary Bezic. We've also got Black Anthropus. And Mr. Oliver Langford is the fourth official, with Anthony Taylor in the middle of this pitch here at Anfield. 28 minutes into this game, Liverpool have comfortably been the better of the two teams. All the way back to Robertson, who will launch it in behind for Gakpo. Bassey will get there ahead of him, and then he'll play a quick one to his goalkeeper in all blue. Bern Leno takes a little bit of a risk. Comes to Timothy Castagna now, just hook it out inside to Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson takes a heavy touch. There is Oscar Bob. Now Alex Iwobi on the ball. Sends it all the way down to the left flank for Harry Wilson. There's Wilson coming inside, trying to take on Ibrahima Konate. Will dink it to the far side where Joshua King tries to keep it alive. King is being challenged by Andrew Robertson. Plays it to Timothy Castagna, will fire it across. Alex Iwobi takes a heavy touch. And that time it is Ibrahima Konate will boot it away. Touchdown though by Joachim Andersen, and he'll give it to Fulham's teenage sensation, Joshua King. Joshua King plays it back to Bassi. Now Anthony Robinson goes down the left flank. He'll give it into Bassi. Bassi with the effort, and it's comfortable in the end for the Georgian goalkeeper, Georgi Marmadashvili. Bassi's effort from just outside the box comfortably ends up in the hands of the goalkeeper. But in terms of shots on target, both sides having a shot on target each now. Fulham have done well, riding out the momentum of this Liverpool team within the first half an hour here. Here is Dominic Szoboszlai carrying the ball forward for Liverpool. Tries to play it inside to Salah. He's a little loose in it, and now there's an opportunity perhaps for Fulham to come forward. With King. King tries to just play it inside, but it's a poor pass and it will run through to the goalkeeper in all green, Marmadashvili, who will let Andrew Robertson stretch his legs down this left flank. He gives it to Rio Engamoa. Here is Engamoa on the ball, tries to go inside, and he wins a free kick for his team. Curtis Jones on the ball. Jones to Robertson. To the right flank with Konate. Konate out to Jeremy Frimpong. There is Dominic Szoboszlai. There's Konate. To Salah. There's Andrew Robertson. Give it to Curtis Jones. Now Wirtz inside, Dominic Szoboszlai to Konate, to the right flank now, to Frimpong. People are very patient on the ball. Comes out to Robertson. Now Rio Engamoa on this left flank. Engamoa with an opportunity to run at the opposition. He's going to actually cross it in all the way to the far side. Curtis Jones tries to bring it down. He's unable to, and it will just run into the hands of the goalkeeper. He'll come and collect it. Ben Leno will launch it out, which Joshua King will keep alive for his team. It comes back to Oscar Bob, and that's well saved by Georgi Marmadashvili. Going down to his left side, defending very well at the moment are Liverpool. Now it's Timothy Castagna on this right side. Castagna gives it to Calvin Bassi. Bassi gives it to Joachim Andersen. Joachim Andersen to Bassi. Bassi out to the left side, plays a 1-2 with Anthony Robertson. Now Iwobi. Sander Berger to Harry Wilson. Wilson will carry it forward now on the left side of the box. Oh, not far off at all. That was dipping towards goal. It was not a bad effort. Harry Wilson was carrying it forward, driving in on that left foot. Shot at goal, but has ended up on the top of the goal. Assistant referee Anchibush just raises his flag to indicate that there was an offside in there. So Joachim Andersen on the ball. Back to Calvin Bassey now. Bassey inside to Alex Iwobi. Iwobi out to the left flank. Oscar Bobb is well tackled. It's going to be a throw. Goes forward. There's Bassey. Bassey inside. Robertson gives it to Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai back to Mamardashvili. So here is Alex Iwobi. Iwobi goes out to the left flank with Oscar Bobb. He's on the edge of the box now, inside the box. Thought about taking on Jeremy Frimpong, but instead he'll give it to Robertson, and that's a poor cross in. It'll go all the way across the 18-yard box and will run out for a throw for Liverpool. So a throw to be taken by Andrew Robertson on this occasion. He will launch it down the line. Headed away by Timothy Castagna. There is Rodrigo Muniz. He'll try and play it back. Curtis Jones will get there ahead of anyone else. And then Robertson will just switch out to Frimpong, but it'll be touched down well by Iwobi. Fulham have really settled into this game very well. Now Robertson to Bob. Comes to Sander Berger. Berger on the ball. Goes back to Timothy Castagna. Now it's an effort from distance by Joachim Andersen. Once again, Georgi Mamardashvili's had to make the save to his right side, and he's been the busier of the two goalkeepers. And that would definitely have surprised you if I said that after 25 minutes into this game, because Liverpool had comfortably been on top. But here is Rio Engamoa on the left flank. Engamoa with the effort. Oh, that is an incredible goal. Electrifying from the teenager, getting just his second ever Premier League goal. And just as I was saying that Fulham had really grown into this game, it is Rio Engamoa with an outstanding solo effort here in the 37th minute. And absolutely incredible by Rio Engamoa. Good play by Anthony Taylor as he allowed play to continue. Engamoa got it off Florian Wirtz, and then Engamoa just bent in an effort. And the man who was born in 2008 scoring for Liverpool here to give them the opener here in the game against Marco Silva's side. And it was just as Fulham had created the best openings in the last 10 minutes or so. Rio Engamoa perhaps relieving on a slot of some pressure that had been building on his shoulders. And it's the youngster with an incredible goal to put Liverpool in the lead here. It's Liverpool 1, Fulham 0. And Rio Engamoa with the goal. Here is Szoboszlai in the midfield, tries to send it out to the right side to Mo Salah. Mo Salah takes a poor touch and it will just run out. So ball will go all the way through for Georgi Mamardashvili. He'll give it to Curtis Jones. Jones will drop deeper to get on the ball. Now Andy Robertson. All the way back to Mamardashvili. He'll give it Kanate. Canate into Curtis Jones now. Curtis Jones out to Mo Salah. Ibrahima Canate on the ball. Inside to Van Dijk. All the way back to Andy Robertson. Robertson will go back to Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili will launch it up, of which Joachim Andersen will head away for his team. Now it's Dominic Szoboszlai. Gives it to Florian Wirtz. Now he is tackled, but he goes back into the former Bayer Leverkusen man. And Florian Wirtz was unable to do what Rio Engamoa did. He was looking for his 5th Premier League goal. Still needs to prove that he was worth the £108 million that Liverpool spent on him in the summer. Of course, he's still young, just 22 years of age. Florian Wirtz came with a real big reputation, and a lot of Liverpool fans feel like they've not seen the best of him. So here is Oscar Bob, just heads it back to Alex Iwobi. Iwobi takes a loose touch. Now Cody Gakpo could come forward. He'll go inside to Wirtz. Wirtz to Rio Engamoa. This is an opportunity now. Once again, finds Cody Gakpo, touches it down. He'll set up Mo Salah! And Liverpool are 2 goals up to the good. And well and truly, that pressure is being relieved from the shoulders of Arne Slot here, as Liverpool are 2 goals up to the good against Fulham. And Mo Salah, who is being questioned and has announced that he will be leaving at the end of the season, he has found his 6th Premier League goal of the season. And Mohamed Salah has now put Liverpool 2-0 up here against Fulham. And you can almost feel like the anxious energy here in Anfield has been lifted out of the stadium. And it's Mohamed Salah with the second here. And Liverpool are comfortably in front now. That is outstanding by Mohamed Salah. Just bending it into the bottom corner. What a goal, what a moment from Mohamed Salah there. 6th Premier League goal of the season for the Egyptian. Oh, will be back in play now, and it's just a heavy touch taken by Anthony Robinson, and it will go out for a goal kick this time for Georgi Mamardashvili to go and collect. Ian Rush is watching on. The former Liverpool great, so Mohamed Salah, soon to be a former Liverpool icon. So he will be leaving in the summer. But here is Salah after an advantage played by the referee. Liverpool are enjoying themselves now. It's Rio Engamoa on that left side. Engamoa pulls it back for Robertson on that occasion. But in the end, it was a tame effort by him. And it's a comfortable save for Bernd Leno in the end, just going down to his right side. He will pick up the ball, will Bernd Leno. The ball goes all the way up to Rodrigo Muniz. He's unable to hold on to it, and it will run all the way through. Now Ibrahima Canate on the ball. Canate into Salah, into Wirtz. Wirtz will just chop it back for Salah. It's had a late challenge by Calvin Bassey. Bassey. Now Frimpong is caught as he was racing with Oscar Bob. Bob's going to try and help him back up to his feet. And it looks like Anthony Taylor is calling someone over here. It looks like a medical staff is just going to come on because Curtis Jones is down with potentially an injury. Just pointing to his quad. It looks a little sore down there, so Anthony Taylor is invited the medical staff on just to go and see to Curtis Jones. So they're deep in conversation with him down there. Of course, they are hosting PSG on Tuesday night. They're currently 2-0 down after the first leg at Parc des Princes, where they probably could have lost by more. They lined up with a rare back five formation in that game. As Rio Engamoa, they gave Liverpool the lead here, and then Mohamed Salah added to that lead to put Liverpool 2 goals up against Fulham. So Salah is going to get back up onto his feet. Curtis Jones making his way off to a round of applause. Looks like he's going to be okay to carry on. And Gravenberg is getting ready to come on for Liverpool. Curtis Jones made his way off the pitch. We're into the final 2 minutes now. We get a late goal at the end of the first half. Wilson with the delivery. Headed away by Virgil van Dijk. Oscar Bob jumps up for it, and there's a potential counter-attack for Liverpool. They send Mohamed Salah, but Bern Leno's out of his goal. He'll pass it to Alex Iwobi, who will go inside to Anthony Robinson. Now Sander Berg. Now Iwobi tries to just play it inside, and it will come off Dominic Szoboszlai. He still looks uncomfortable though, does Curtis Jones. It doesn't look good for him. Could be a bit of concern. Looks like they may just wait till half time and reassess. So they're not going to bring him on just yet. So there's certainly concern. Georgi Marmadashvili will launch this goal kick forward. It's going to run all the way through. So it's with Joachim Andersen. He'll go out to the left side, aim towards Anthony Robertson. Now it's Alex Iwobi. Now Berger into Castagna. The referee will end it there. So it's 2-0 at half time, and Liverpool in a comfortable lead. Fulham will need to improve in the second half. Wilson there, and it was a good start for Fulham, but unfortunately for them, it was called offside. It certainly it was a good start for Fulham. Too much in it. He was only fractionally offside, but free credit to Mr. Antrobus on that far side. He did put his flag up as soon as the play had finished, and they had finished the chance. So Liverpool 2-0 up here at the start of this second half, into the 48th minute here, with Arne Slot's side leading by 2-0, and first 25 minutes was all Liverpool before there was a 10-minute spell of Fulham being on top, in which they had 3 shots on target, and Georgi Mamardashvili was called into action. But then, in the space of 4 minutes, Liverpool raced into a 2-goal lead. Rio Ngamoa bending an effort in to give them the lead before Mohamed Salah put Liverpool 2-0 up. Of course, there were some changes to tell you about at half-time. We saw Curtis Jones hobbling about at the end of the first half, so he's had to come off. And in his place, they have brought on Ryan Gravenberch, the 23-year-old who signed from Bayern Munich in a £34 million deal back in September of 2023. It's only his second appearance from the bench this season for Ryan Gravenberch, but he is on for Curtis Jones. And Fulham made a couple of changes as well. Still probably recognise it wasn't a good enough first half by them. They are on the attack here. It's inside. Goes out to the right flank, Timothy Castagna. It's all the way back to Sander Berge. So it was Joshua King, the young teenager who made his way off, as did the winter arrival, the man that signed from Fulham in from Manchester City, shall I say, in a £27 million deal. Oscar Bobb made his way off the pitch as Marco Silva made a double change at the break. And that change saw the Serbian former Torino man Sasa Lukic make his way onto the pitch. So Sasa Lukic is making his 7th appearance from the bench. And we also saw the introduction of Emil Smith-Rowe, the former Arsenal man who signed for Fulham for 27 million. So Emil Smith-Rowe coming on for Joshua King, as Fulham will be looking for a bit of inspiration from him if they are to get back into this game. As I say, they did have a 10-minute spell in that first half where they played really well. We started the second half well here. Harry Wilson just dinked it out to the left flank. Touchdown well by Anthony Robinson. Robinson will pull it back for Alex Iwobi. Iwobi will dink it forward. It'll be headed away by Dominic Szoboszlai. Now it's with Rio Ngamoa. We'll go back to Andrew Robertson. He'll launch up towards Mohamed Salah. Salah to Frimpong, back into Mohamed Salah. Now cross goes in. It's controlled by Cody Gakpo, but he then was unable to spin and get his shot away, and Calvin Bassey just beat it out for a throw. Just feels like every time Liverpool go forward here that they are dangerous and are going to create an opportunity, and once again it was really good play by them going down the right side. Cody Gakpo was just unable to bring it down there. It's going to be a throw for Fulham on this near flank. So, throw to be taken by Anthony Robinson. Robinson will launch it down the line. So it's with Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz into Mohamed Salah. Salah will just switch out to the left flank. There is Andrew Robertson. Gives it to Rio Ngamoa. Ngamoa comes back to Robertson. His cross goes in. Headed away by Robinson. Sander Berge goes back to Bern Leno. He plays a poor pass into the American. Mohamed Salah will let it run out for a throw for his side. Now it's with Jeremy Frimpong. Frimpong inside to Dominic Szoboszlai. Now Engamoa. Engamoa on that left flank will cross it towards Florian Wirtz, but he gets his foot caught underneath the ball and it goes over the bar. Been outstanding is Rio Engamoa. He's crossed just all the way to the far post. I think Wirtz may have been in an offside position if he had put it in, so the goal perhaps would have been disallowed, but just gets a poor final connection on it, does Florian Wirtz. Long ball goes up to Rodrigo Muniz. His flicked on header will just run out for a throw. Rich Robertson can go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Georgi Mamadashvili. Crawley, Wayne Rooney and James Milner have reached 2 Premier League goals at a younger age. And Rio Engamoa, who is 17 years of age, of course, scored that late dramatic winner against Newcastle United back in August. What felt like was going to be Liverpool's season to go on another title charge. Hasn't ended up like that, but here he is again, the aforementioned Engamoa, dancing off that left flank, down the centre of the goal, but it is relatively comfortable for Bernd Leno to collect. He'll roll it out to Emil Smith-Rowe. Robinson really loose on the ball, he gives it away. Now Szoboszlai out to Salah. Anthony Robinson's across. It will run out right in that corner. But he's electrifying every time he gets on the ball, is Rio Engamoa. Looks like he's going to cause all sorts of trouble. Here's in the end, a routine, straightforward save by Bernd Leno. As they're now surrounding Leno's goal inside that 6-yard box. Salah with the delivery into the near post, but it goes all the way through into the side netting, in fact. Bernd Leno tried to put it down quickly and go along with it, but Anthony Taylor says that the ball was moving before Leno sent it forward. So Calvin Bassey to take the goal kick. Goes out to the left side with Anthony Robinson. Robinson up towards Sander Berg. He was caught by Ryan Gravenberg. And a slot unhappy once again at the decision of Anthony Taylor. He didn't feel like Berg was fouled. Not sure he was, to be honest. I think he jumped round Dominic Szoboszlai, but Fulham take the free kick quickly. They know they need to have a little bit of urgency about them if they are to get back into this game. Here is Anthony Robinson on that left flank. Tries to play it inside. It'll be blocked off by Dominic Szoboszlai. Now it's Emil Smith-Rowe. We'll give it to Anthony Robinson. Now with Szoboszlai. We'll come back to Ibrahima Konate. Konate all the way back to Virgil van Dijk. Andrew Robertson. To Rio Engamoa. Engamoa across to Konate. There is Wirtz. Wirtz out to Frimpong. Salah. Salah to Frimpong. He'll carry it forward and it's Joachim Andersen. He'll just block it off for his team. Be a throw here for Liverpool. What a pass that was into Jeremy Frimpong. It's going to be a throw now for Liverpool. Salah, quick 1-2 with Wirtz. There's the Leverkusen man. To Szoboszlai. To Konate. Van Dijk, with all of the Fulham players now in the defensive half. Ball goes up to Cody Gakpo. Loose touch taken by him and then just upends Calvin Bassey as he tried to get on the end of his touch. Good noise coming from that away crowd. Calvin Bassey It's just stood on by Cody Gakpo. It's a free kick through taken by Joachim Andersen. He's going to look to switch out to his left flank. Rigo Maniz tries to head it into Emil Smith-Rowe. Smith-Rowe out to Maniz. Maniz comes to Alex Iwobi. He's moved out to his left flank now. There is Frimpong to Wirtz. Szoboszlai all the way out to the left side with Andrew Robertson, who will carry it forward for his team. Now Ngamoa. Ngamoa gives it to Robertson. Robertson will cross it in. Comes off the Serbian Sasa Lukic. Harry Wilson with a poor clearance. So it comes to Florian Wirtz. Wirtz is Salah. Goes off the chest of Robertson. A few shouts of whether it hit the hand. If it did, it was in a natural position. Here is Iwobi to Wilson, and he's caught by Ryan Gravenberch. There'll be a quick check to see whether it's gone off the hand of Anthony Robinson here. Now, even if it has, as I say, it is not in an unnatural position. It's not going to get given, is it? Now Lukic to Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson coming off that right flank back into Sasa Lukic. He'll fire it all the way across. Ryan Gravenberch will get a touch on it. It's going to be a corner now. Which Timothy Castagna will come over to take. So Castagna with the ball in his hands. So not to launch it into the box. Level with the 18-yard box down there. Go all the way forward. Rigo Maniz tries to flick it on. And Gamoa's just going to boot it away for his team. Anthony Robertson will pick it up. He'll come to Sanderberg. Sanderberg out to the left side with Robinson. Robinson coming to the edge of the box. He goes out to the left flank with Alex Iwobi. Iwobi will give it to Sanderberg. He's tackled by Mohamed Salah. It's back with the Norwegian now. He's going to send in an effort from distance. That'll be blocked off by Virgil van Dijk. And Gamoa can come and pick it up. Exciting young player he is. Takes a risky pass back to Georgi Marmadashvili. Then Marmadashvili slips as he clears the ball away. Almost has a little moan at Ngamoa. There is Calvin Bassey. To Sanderberg. Up to the right flank. Castagna. Lofts it up to the far post. Touched by Iwobi, that is. Gets there ahead of Jeremy Frimpong. The Liverpool players felt that Frimpong was being grappled with. There is Sasa Lukic. He'll just give it to Anthony Robertson. He'll hook it in. Virgil van Dijk will head away. Fulham aren't going down without a fight here. An hour into the game. Liverpool 2-0 up against the Craven Cottage outfit. It may actually be a corner. Sasa Lukic goes short into Harry Wilson. He'll send a left-footed cross in. Szoboszlai is told to leave it. That he does. And it'll run all the way out for a Liverpool throw. So Andrew Robertson is over to take the throw for his team. He'll look to launch it down the line into Emil Smith-Rowe. Now Sanderberg will carry it forward for his side. He'll give it to Alex Iwobi now. There is Iwobi, comes back to Sanderberg. to Robinson. Robinson across. Deflected off Ryan Gravenberch, and it will be a corner now for Marco Silva's team. This is certainly going to be dangerous. So Liverpool have conceded the second most set-piece goals this season. As the delivery comes in by Wilson, a tap by Muniz. He hasn't got a clean connection on the ball, and it's taken a touch off a Liverpool defender and gone over the bar. And he's all on his own. You've got to ask yourself the question, how has Rodrigo Muniz found himself on his own at the near post? Fulham will deliver it to the far post. Joachim Andersen will head it back across goal. Van Dijk will head it away on that occasion. Iwobi will hook it forward. Muniz can't bring it down, and Liverpool may look to break forward with the Dutchman Ryan Gravenberch. He'll go out to the Hungarian Dominik Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai out to the left side. Well touched down by Florian Wirtz. Comes back into Gravenberch. Now Frimpong. Back to Gravenberch. Thought better of hitting one, so it goes back to Ibrahima Konate. Now Salah. Into Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai will cross it in. It's blocked off. Konate back into Dominik Szoboszlai. Now Mohamed Salah. All the way back to Virgil van Dijk. And they will reset now. There's Van Dijk on the ball. Feels like Liverpool have just been able to ride out the little bits of momentum that Fulham have got in this game. 9 shots of Fulham, 12 for Liverpool. 5 on target for the Reds, 3 on target for Fulham. Certainly not been a bad performance by Marco Silva's team. Good ball sent back to Georgi Marmadashvili, but the 25-year-old does well with it. Shot to prominence almost overnight when he was at Valencia, going from unknown to first choice keeper within weeks. Once again, Frimpong goes back to Marmadashvili. It's an awkward clearance, controlled well by Andersen. He'll give it Bassi. There is Castagna. Now into Joachim Andersen. I feel like if Fulham get a goal here, certainly put Liverpool under plenty of pressure. But now Jeremy Frimpong picks it up. He'll play it into Salah, but it just bounces off the heels of the Egyptian. Calvin Bassi can reset as he goes all the way back to Joachim Andersen. Andersen gives it to Sanderberg. Now out to Castagna. Here is the Danish international, Andersen. He'll give it to Berg, and now Anthony Robertson can maybe look to stretch his legs. He'll play a 1-2 with Smith Rowe. Alex Iwobi is now playing on this left flank, starting in defensive midfield. Shows the versatility of him. He hangs it up to the far post. Robertson can only head it away to Harry Wilson, who will cross it back in. Come off the top of Frimpong's head, and Arne Slot's team are going to have to defend another corner here. Fulham are looking to pile a little bit of pressure on Liverpool. So once again, it's a packed out 6-yard box down there. Marmadashvili just trying to organise his troops. Luke Kitch. Headed away by Van Dijk. Effort at goal by Iwobi. Comes back to Harry Wilson now. Harry Wilson with an effort from distance. Real poor effort by the 29-year-old. Made his name at Liverpool. He actually became Liverpool's youngest ever player at the time when he made the debut, such as 16 years of age. He was with Fulham when they won the Championship back in 2021-22 season. He's the 8th top goal scorer in the league with 10 goals. And we're seeing a triple change for Liverpool as Alexander Isak, Alexis McAllister and Joe Gomez are all stripped and ready to come on. Fulham have got an opportunity here as Liverpool have been a bit loose. Rodrigo Muniz flicks it behind for Emile Smith-Rowe. Dominik Szoboszlai with a crucial defensive part there just to slide it out of play. It was him that actually gave the ball away. taking risks, the Slots team, risks that perhaps they don't need to take. So we're going to see a corner come in. Liverpool, as we mentioned, have been poor in defending set pieces. Sasa Lukic, his left hand goes up in the air. It's towards the near post. Dreadful delivery. Comes off the forehead of Robertson. Back out to the right side with Iwobi. He'll swing it back across. Headed by Castagna. Straight into the arms of Marmadashvili, who's going to quickly throw it out. And the referee will give a foul. Harry Wilson will catch it and boot it back to the Georgian goalkeeper. Marmadashvili threw the ball out, but he was blocked off, and we are going to see a triple change coming on here for Liverpool. It's all just being checked out by the fourth official, Ollie Langford. So we're going to see the man that they signed from Bayer Leverkusen for 108 million this summer, Florian Wirtz, make his way off the pitch. Still yet to truly hit his full potential here at Liverpool. It's a standing ovation for him to make his way off. We're also going to see the right fullback Jeremy Frimpong, who also signed from Bayer Leverkusen in a 30 million deal. Frimpong is applauded as he makes his way off the pitch. And the name of Rio Engamoa goes up, as it does. The Anfield crowd chant for Rio Engamoa, the young 17-year-old who started off the goal scoring here. What a fantastic performance by him, but in the 69th minute, Arne Slot maybe just looking to protect his legs, look after him. The youngster, so the three changes for Liverpool see Joe Gomez, the 28-year-old, signed from Charlton Athletic all the way back in 2015 into his 11th year at Liverpool, and he has never scored a senior goal despite playing for years at Liverpool and Charlton before that. Never scored a goal in senior football. The man just come on to play at right fullback. We'll also see the World Cup winner from 2022, Alexis McAllister. He joined them for 36 million back in 2023. McAllister is on for his 31st appearance of the season, a regular player in the team. And looks like Liverpool may be going to a front two as Alexander Isak is on, and we know about his quality. Liverpool signed him for £125 million from Newcastle United this summer. Isak came to Anfield with a huge price tag and quite quickly got injured. The 26-year-old was expected to lead the line at the World Cup for his national side Sweden alongside Arsenal striker Victor Gyökeres. And this is his first appearance in the Premier League for such a long time now. Scored just 2 goals this season. Last one coming in December against Tottenham Hotspur. He played 12 minutes during in midweek against Paris Saint-Germain, but Alexander Isak on now. It does look like Cody Gakpo has gone out to play out on the left side. This is McAllister playing deeper alongside Ryan Gravenberch, and Dominic Bosley playing just behind the striker, Alexander Isak. So into the final 20 minutes of this second half now. Liverpool 2 goals up to the good. Ball's given away though. Fulham breaking forward. Here is Sander Berge running in on goal for Fulham. Tries to clip it towards Emile Smith-Rowe. And it's the Liverpool captain on that occasion. Virgil van Dijk will just clip it away and over the bar. Real loose play by Joe Gomez. Fulham just not been able to take advantage here in this second half, and they've had the opportunities. They get a goal. They will pay all the pressure here. So Harry Wilson stood over the corner. Right arm goes up all the way to the far side. It's headed by Joachim Andersen. Headed wide of the goal. been able to take advantage at all. Now Fulham really will be the main frustration from Marco Silva, who recognised his team have played well in patches here. Just not quite good enough. Ball back with Mamardashvili. He'll give it into Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk up towards Alexis McAllister. What a tackle that is by Ryan Sessegnon, but play continues with Mohamed Salah. Great ball out to the left side. Here is Cody Gakpo, shifts it onto his right foot. That time blocked off by Timothy Castagna. Gakpo just got in it on that left flank. Moved it onto his right foot, but it was well blocked off, and in the end it was good defending. Really did read it well. So, corner to come in. Salah hangs it up towards the near post. That'll be headed away by Gravenberg. Back out with Dominic Szoboszlai. He controls it on his chest, and then he is told that he is come from an offside position. I wonder whether Arne Slot may be tempted to use Rio Engamoa from the start against PSG after such a fantastic performance today. Ball goes up, but it will be controlled by Joe Gomez. He'll go all the way back to his goalkeeper, Georgi Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili with his left foot. Wilson the long ball up, which will be headed back. That's with Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez to Dominic Szoboszlai. Way back now with Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk into Alexis McAllister. Could just send it out to the left flank. And this Gakpo goes down the left wing, crosses it in. It's Ben Leno is able to get down low and just push the ball away for his side. There's a ball all the way out on the left flank. Cody Gakpo will just send it back to Andrew Robertson. He'll attempt a first time cross into the box, and that time it will be blocked off. And Dominic Szoboszlai will make his way over. Virgil van Dijk making his way forward. And now cross comes in, punched away by Leno, headed forward again by Van Dijk. It's going to come all the way back. Emil Smith-Rowe will just get there ahead of Ryan Gravenberch. Now it's with Szoboszlai to Gravenberch, to McAllister. Pass out to Cody Gakpo, who tries to cross in, and once again it's Timothy Castagna over there, able to block it off, and it'll be another corner for the Anfield side. Has whipped in that corner. It was certainly putting Bernd Leno under a certain amount of pressure. He was able to bat it away for his team. So delivery was all the way to the far post. Volley by Salah, but it's not a good connection. Clearance by Smith-Rowe. Sasa Lukic will try and get there ahead of Dominic Szoboszlai. He'll go all the way back to Georgi Mamardashvili. He'll just play it into Szoboszlai. Goes back to the 25-year-old shot stopper, who's in place of Alisson Becker, who's currently out injured. And a muscular problem at the moment. He's joined Wataru Endo, Giovanni Leone and Conor Bradley on the absence list for Fulham. They are missing quite a few players themselves. Harrison Reed, Issa Diop, Kenny Tete and Kevin all out injured. There's a tarsal bruise for Kevin. Certainly are missing. I note that Samuel Chukwueze has remained on the bench. He's a player that I really like. I'm surprised not to see him come on at some point. Remember that game that he lost 5-4 against Manchester City, but he was really good on that occasion. Here is Sander Berge. Goes out to the left flank with Alex Iwobi. Here is Iwobi now. Into Ryan Sessegnon. Gives it to Smith Rowe. Oh, it's just on the outside of the post. Just wide. What a chance that was for Fulham to get back into the game. Those supporters behind the goal would have loved to have celebrated that. It was met on the volley by Emil Smith Rowe, but it just hasn't got a clean connection on it. It's just gone wide of the goal. It was really good attacking play by Ryan Sessegnon. He did come on as a substitute for Anthony Robertson, the 25-year-old. Came through the youth system at Craven Cottage before he moved to Tottenham Hotspur, but then after an unsuccessful spell at Spurs, returned on a free transfer. This is his 7th appearance from the bench. Samuel Chukwueze and Raul Jimenez are looking like they're getting ready to come on, and there's quite a nasty scar on the face of Sasa Lukic, so play has stopped because the medical staff are on, just trying to tidy up that scar in the face. Certainly doesn't look nice. Not sure where he's developed that. I think Lukic is going to have to come off the pitch because his scar's got a little bit of blood on it. Marco Silva's not happy, but Anthony Taylor is saying, "What do you want me to do about it? He's bleeding." Marco Silva now speaking to Raul Jimenez. Samuel Chukwueze is looking to come on. Jimenez has now come on for Rodrigo Muniz, former Middlesbrough man. Scored just the one goal this season. I was a little surprised not to see Raul Jimenez starting. The 34-year-old has been clinical in front of goal this season. Scored 9 goals and 25 starts as Raul Jimenez, and also be a little bit of a surprise as their star man Harry Wilson makes his way off the pitch. 16 goal contributions from the former Liverpool man. Going on for him is the man on loan from AC Milan, Samuel Chukwueze, 26 years of age. He's got 3 goals this season in 7 starts. His last 2 appearances in the league have come from the bench against Nottingham Forest and Burnley. Did start in the 1-0 home loss against West Ham United. Samuel Chukwueze is on the pitch now for Fulham. Final 10 minutes as Cody Gakpo down the left flank will cross it all the way in. Calvin Bassey will hook it away. Comes out to McAllister. I'll tell you what, that is a real great connection on the ball. He was primed for it as it came all the way out to the edge of the box. And McAllister has fired it just wide of the goal, actually hitting a steward down there. Smashes off the back of him. Because these sides have had great opportunities to put extra pressure on each other. Liverpool would be looking to put the game to bed. Fulham will be looking to get another in the game to keep their hopes alive. Cross comes in from Iwobi. Smith Rowe will flick it on. Liverpool can clear. The Berg will get there ahead of Mohamed Salah. He'll go back to Calvin Bassey on the halfway line. Now with Sander Berg. 2 minutes on the clock now. Raul Jimenez. Chukwueze. Chukwueze all the way back to Joachim Andersen. end. And his Slot's still very animated down there, shouting out instructions for his team. Oh, it's with Chukwueze. Chukwueze looking to dance past Andrew Robson. Inside the box now. Takes a few too many touches, but he's still on it until he loses it. And then Cody Gakpo's fouled by Sasa Lukic as he tries to win the ball back for the Cottagers. Liverpool take it quickly. Leno boots it away. Referee stops it because he says that the ball was rolling as Liverpool tried to take it. So Anthony Taylor just going to call it back. Robertson tried to take it a little bit too quickly there. So Virgil van Dijk will just switch out to his right side. Comes off the head of Ryan Sessegnon. There is Alex Iwobi. He takes a heavy touch. It'll be a throw. Sessegnon inside to Sander Berge. Sander Berge all the way back to Calvin Bassey. Bassey into Norwegian. Here is Bassey. Out to the right flank with Joachim Andersen. It's a great ball into Raul Jimenez, but he can't hold on to. I tell you what, the amount of attacks Fulham have had in this second half, they have had so many opportunities racing forward. Just need a little bit of quality in the final third here, and they've lacked it at times. Long ball goes up. I think Fulham will just see it out for a throw for their side, will they? No, comes off Timothy Castagne, so it'll be a throw for Liverpool. Alexander Isak looked to take it quickly. Haven't seen much of him since coming on. We'll go back to Andrew Robertson. Robertson across to Canate. Canate to Gomez. Gomez down the right flank with Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai a little loose in it. Now can Fulham create? Time is running away for them. There is Alex Iwobi. Iwobi into Smith Rowe. Back with the Nigerian. That's a real late challenge by Joe Gomez. He'll be fortunate not to end up in the referee's notepad here. Haven't seen a yellow card dished out yet by Anthony Taylor. A bit lucky there, Joe Gomez. It's a very late challenge on Alex Iwobi. Referee deciding to be lenient. Here's Emil Smith Rowe. Into Sasa Lukic. Lukic up towards Smith Rowe. Touches it down. It's caught. Ball comes back to Bassey. Bassey out to the left flank with Iwobi. There is Sander Berge. Berge will fire it across. Comes off Canate. Then he can clear. Salah holds on to it. Poor clearance by him. Poor touch by Chukwueze then. Oh, there's a lot of mistakes on the pitch at the moment. Liverpool making a mistake. So Robertson will clean up and he'll switch out to Mo Salah. So Lukic will bring it down on his chest. And Iwobi will go all the way back to Calvin Bassey. Here is Emil Smith Rowe. Emil Smith Rowe in the opposition's half. He's got Iwobi for support on the left flank. Here's Iwobi. He'll dink it to the edge of the box. Comes to Raul Jimenez. Got plenty full support. He'll go by himself though. An effort's blocked off. It's back into Jimenez. He'll give it Chukwueze. Can we see a bit of quality now? It's going to be Jimenez with the effort. And just wide of the goal. Once again, the Mexican showing his quality. She's been doing all season. Tell you what, that's not far off from just sneaking in at that near post. There's a snatch effort by Raul Jimenez. It has been an entertaining fixture between Liverpool and Fulham here. Perhaps the game has just ran away from Fulham, who will feel that they may have deserved something from this game. Goal kick by Mamardashvili goes straight out for a throw for Fulham, which Castagna is over to take. He goes back to Joachim Andersen now. He'll give it Sander Berge. Berge on the ball for Fulham. Out to the right flank. Switched out to this left side where Iwobi will try and get to. He'll get there ahead of anyone else. Session with the delivery. Jimenez tries to get his foot to it that time. And now it's a strong challenge by Castagna. I think the final touch comes off Andrew Robertson. It'll be a throw for Fulham. Ball comes all the way back to Anderson. Now Castagna. Back with Chukwueze. Cross goes in. Really poor. Comfortable for Mamardashvili to collect. To roll it out for Dominic Szoboszlai. Fulham have been much better in this second half. Feels like the whole game's been played in Liverpool's half. Ball goes up to Emil Smith-Rowe. He can't hold on to it. Here is Joe Gomez. Gomez down the line for Mohamed Salah. He's able to spin out of a bit of trouble. Salah tries to send it in behind for Isak. Leno's out. And he'll roll it out to Joachim Andersen. Now Sasa Lukic. Lukic into Ryan Sessegnon. Up to the left side with Alex Iwobi. He'll be on the ball. Plays it to the edge of the box. Lovely play. Chukwueze with the effort. That's blocked off by McAllister. Szoboszlai will get it to where Iwobi is. On this left flank, Iwobi. Back to Sander Berge. He'll go inside for Joachim Andersen. On the right flank. Now is Anderson. To Castagna. Into Chukwueze. Oh, so poor. He's been really poor since he's come on as Samuel Chukwueze. Really loose. Poor touches. So always looking to try something, but nothing has come off for him. It's going to be a standing ovation for Mohamed Salah. I personally feel like he's done enough to earn a start in midweek against PSG. Been a top performance by him today, adding his 6th goal of the season. The 33-year-old who will be leaving Liverpool at the end of the season is making his way off, and coming on for him is a much more junior option in Trey Nyonyi. Nyonyi, who is just 18 years of age, and he's on for his 5th Premier League appearance of the season. He came on right at the end during the midweek game instead of Salah against PSG. Perhaps Arne Slot will say that he was protecting Salah for this weekend's game against Fulham. And I do think the Egyptian has done enough to earn a start. And I also think Rio Ngamoa should be in from the off. So it's going to be a tough game during midweek. Very unlikely there'll be a comeback, because we're into just 4 additional minutes now. It's Emil Smith-Rowe. We'll come back to Ryan Sessegnon. His cross will go all the way across. Andy Robertson will clear away. Stanya heads it back to Joachim Andersen. Back into the Belgium. He goes into Joachim Andersen, and now it's with Calvin Bassey. Sander Berge. Emil Smith-Rowe. He'll go up to the right flank with Joachim Andersen. Anderson to Castagna. Cross goes in. Blocked off. And it will be a corner. We'll present Fulham with another opportunity from a corner situation. Clean sheet would be big for Liverpool here. So delivery to come in by Smith-Rowe. Headed away by Alexander Isak. Seven Chukwueze goes back. So we've Ryan Sessegnon now. Sessegnon to Alex Iwobi. Luke Anderson will just launch out to the left flank with Smith Rowe. Controls it well on his chest. There is Iwobi, but Szoboszlai will get there ahead of him. Got to give credit to Fulham for their performance today. Actually had more shots in the game than Liverpool. 5 on target for the hosts, 4 for the visitors. Mamardashvili has had to earn his clean sheet, but he's still got 2 minutes to see it out here. 93rd minute of the game. Corner to come in from this near side. Sasa Lukic. Awful delivery. Szoboszlai will head it over the bar. There's a Fulham man that's gone down. Rolling around at the moment is Joachim Andersen. He may have just been stood on. Andrew Robertson going to try and help him back up to his feet. Looks like there's just accidental contact. Joachim Andersen was stood on. So cross comes in. Berger heads it to the far post. Bassi will try and keep it alive. Just a final touch by Fulham. Been poor today. They've lacked that bit of quality. What a performance by Rio Engamoa today. I would argue it's probably between him and Virgil van Dijk in terms of man of the match today. I think Van Dijk has led the defence very well as well. I just think it's been a good performance by Andrew Robertson coming in at left back. I think he's a much more reliable option at the moment than Milos Kerkez. Fulham have got about 10 seconds to do something here. Anderson has a clip it in behind for Raul Jimenez. I'll run all the way through to Georgi Mamardashvili. And there's no repeat of that famous 2-2 draw earlier in the season. For Arne Slot, it relieves a little bit of pressure off his shoulders. But it finishes here with Liverpool running out as the winners. As it finishes, Liverpool 2, Fulham 0.